Okie dokie, here we are. We're heading, well, we just come past the CEDUNA sign, so this is our last big town before we head across to Western Australia. So yeah, pretty exciting. We're going to have 3 nights here, get stocked up, get some information about, you know, fuel stops and what's available on the way across, especially water, and then we'll head across on Wednesday. But there you go, we finally made it to CEDUNA. Okay, just dropped into Penang. We're just going to top up with fuel sort of every little hop we go along, because we don't know what turn-offs and that will take. But there's the Windmill Museum here. I just thought you'd like to have a look at that. And it's got the world's biggest windmill. So they're Comet windmills. Well, there you go. Wow. I know we take shots of a lot of cliff tops and that, but wow, look at that. It's just rows of these little outcrops just going right up the coast. The GoPro doesn't do it justice. We'll get some shots with the phone. Yeah, wow. I can't help myself. Well, there you go, the infamous Nullabor Roadhouse. We made it. Long time getting here, but we're finally here. Wow, she's an old building, and you know, attached to it is a little caravan park. As you can see, there's just miles, and there's nothing here. There's just the roadhouse. Further up now is the modern roadhouse. It's got a caravan park and motel attached to it. But there you go, the iconic Nullabor Roadhouse. So we'll just go inside and have a look. And there we have it. That's what it used to be. Wow. Wow. Yep. She's not keeping much cold anymore, but back in the day, who knows? It's just an icon to come and have a look at. It's like anything else in Australia in the outback. This has been here for a long time. Yeah, pop in and have a look. Grab a hamburger. We grabbed the hamburger, $17. Good hamburgers. When you're hungry, they're good. And there you go. Well, here we go. Hey, beer o'clock time. We've travelled over 400 k's today. I think that's the longest we've ever travelled since we've been on the road for the last 11 months. We've been travelling across the Nullabor today. We pulled in at Nullabor Roadhouse, took a bit of footage there, as you would have seen. We were going to stay there, but it was just a dust bowl with all the traffic. So we pushed on. We went past, unfortunately, some really nice cliff-top camp areas that we didn't really pick from Wiki Camps. But we're pushing on to this one, which is the top of the Bight cliff-top campsite. And it only just comes in off the highway. I don't know if you can see a vehicle going across there now. It's about 600-700 metres away. And you just come in and you've got all this to yourself. Way up there's another van. 2 other vans came in earlier on and they've disappeared over the hill. And we've got this lovely little chunk of paradise to ourselves. Yeah, wow, we're looking straight out into the Great Australian Bight, or into the Southern Ocean, I suppose you'd call it. And this is our view. This is our view for tonight. It can get very windy, and you've got to watch where you camp. Don't camp too close to the edge, because as you can see, a lot of it's undercut. But even here, you can see where it's all breaking away. But where we are, we're on a little point of it, so we've got a lot of ground still under us. But you've got to be amazed by the spectacular sight. It's just amazing. So yep, that's us for the night. We're going to have a beer and a few crackers. We will sort out what we're going to have for tea. Get up in the morning. We're only about 60 kilometres from Border Village, and crossing into Western Australia. G'day. Yeah, wow, we're leaving this campsite on the cliffs now. What is it? Top of the Bight campsite, I think it is, or Best of the Bite campsite.
Yeah.
Beautiful, quiet night's sleep. You're about 600 metres off the highway, and the trucks do run all night, but you don't hear them. You don't hear them till you wake up again in the morning. But wow, what a beautiful sight. We had 2 other campers right next to us last night, so we had someone to chat to. It's really nice.
Not windy.
Yeah, it wasn't windy. We were really lucky. The wind died right off. We got the drone up, got some good footage, spectacular footage, I reckon, of the area. So yeah, look, put this one on your bucket list when you're crossing the Nullabor. So we're going to head off this morning. Cocklebiddy's about 400 kilometres, we estimate, from here. We don't know how far we'll get. We'll just we'll cross the border and get some fuel, and then look for a really good campsite again. Anyway, we'll see you at the next one. Bye. Okay, about to head across the checkpoint. Just going to slot in here behind this van, declare our few things, and we're in Western Australia. Like you do. The clocks have just gone back 2 hours, so we just gained 2 hours between South Australia and Western Australia. So yeah, pretty exciting times. We just got fuel. Hey, wow! Get fuel at Bordertown, unleaded, $2.67. We were going to wait to Eucla, but just in case for some reason Eucla's closed, we thought, look, we'll just fill up now and bite the bullet. I mean, when we're up at the tip, we paid $2.82.
Yeah.
So $2.67, yeah, not a bad bargain. So there you go. Yeah, we're about to cross into Western Australia.
Yeah.
Sit here and wait and declare our few peeled onions and carrots and see what we've got that's legal and not legal. Righto, there you go. We're through the quarantine station. They're really good there. If you got all your shit sorted, they just check your freezer and I didn't lock the fridge. I didn't lock the fridge. That's a no-no. Well, we've just pulled up at Eucla. It's only just over the border. I checked Google Maps, and it was about supposed to be 40 k's over the border. It's only about 5 or 6 k's over the border. So we could have got cheaper fuel here at Eucla. Bit disappointing, but look, it is what it is. But we've just now gone past. Sorry, I'll just go back and read the sign again. Ayers Memorial, 50 metres, and there's a real tourist spot down here to get a few scenic photos. So we're just going to come down, take a few shots, and then away we go again. And this is just another memorial dedicated to the memory of David John Meek and Troy Roxley, professional fishermen from CEDUNA and Streaky Bay, lost at sea in the Great Australian Bight 2005. There you go. And this one here is Edward John Eyre. On the 11th of March 1841, camped in this vicinity during his 1,500 kilometre journey from Fowler's Bay to Albany. There you go. You know, I don't know what drove blokes to do that sort of distance. There was no roads. They were on camels and horses and stuff to come across the land. Didn't know where there was water. You got to take your hat off to them. Yeah, I couldn't do it. But anyway, we'll take a few photos and we'll hit the road again. G'day, morning everybody again. We're just leaving Cocklebiddy, heading towards, where are we heading towards?
Oh, God knows. Balladonia.
Balladonia is 250 kilometres west. There's another free camp there that we're going to stay at. The one we stayed at last night at Cocklebiddy was really good. There is a little caravan park here attached to the service station, and there was a lot in it. We opted to free camp about a kilometre east of the roadhouse, and the place is huge. I put the drone up for everyone to have a look. CEDUNA, and CEDUNA is where the famous 90-mile straight starts. So for the next 146 kilometres, it's dead straight. Another bit of an icon for us. So yeah, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. So we'll get a few happy snaps, and away we go. We'll push on again. But there she is, the famous 90-mile straight. Well, g'day this morning. Up a bit early this morning. We pulled in at this campsite yesterday, just west of Balladonia, a couple of kilometres west. We fueled up and we thought this will do us. We're on to NORSEMAN today. It's another couple of 100 k's, and we're booked in there to the caravan park for a few nights. But I'll just show you, and just, you know, this is just another little random campsite tucked away on the side of the road. It's got a nice little entry running into it. Plenty of places here to camp up. There was another van in here with us last night, camped down the back. A couple of four-wheel drivers came in and swagged it over here. It rained all night, which was really good. Believe it or not, it washed the dust off. It was a hot day yesterday, but yeah, it just made it a nice peaceful night. But unfortunately, with the time zone changes, I've been getting up a bit earlier for the last few days. But yeah, just thought I'd show you this lovely little spot. Nice, clean, tidy. Went round yesterday with the shovel and threw a bit of dirt over some of the toilet paper, some of the other campers that are left around, just to make it look a bit tidier. But yeah, look for these little spots as you're crossing into Western Australia, because there's miles of them on the side of the road. They're just everywhere, and no one comes in and interferes with you. It's totally quiet. We've always had someone come in and camp with us. So yeah, look for these as you're travelling west or east, whichever way you're going. Morning again. We're at NORSEMAN, Western Australia. We got in here a couple of days ago. We've still got a couple of days to go. It's been pouring rain, which all the townsfolk saying they really needed it. But it sort of kept us in the van for a couple of days, and now the sun's out. We're going to have a bit of a look around. But yeah, here we are, NORSEMAN, Western Australia.